And then take a few while we're talking.
Okay.
Testing.
Testing.
Okay, you guys are whenever you guys are ready.
I'm ready.
We're ready. We're
Okay,
just.
go ahead.
Are we on?
Action.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, action.
Welcome to Off the Cuff. This is a new show. Apparently, this is something for England. And I have with me Janet. This is Janet, and I'm Ninon. We're down here at the Peppermill Lounge in Las Vegas. Now, this particular show is going to go all the way over to England. And apparently, I think I've lost my accent a little bit. But Janet, how's your accent going? Or you feel you're still British?
Of course I am, darling.
Oh my God! See,
My
this is how
God.
she is all the time.
What do you mean,
Okay.
how's my accent? What,
Well, you-
what a silly thing to say, darling.
Are you calling me silly? And she's
No, I-
laughing at it too.
Actually,
Yeah, sure.
after a while, because Americans speak slower, we actually
Are
do,
learning
we
to,
extend.
are we learning to speak slower?
We extend our vowels a little.
Yes.
Or something like that.
Well,
That sounded
we
intelligent.
extend everything a little, believe me.
It sounded
This is
intelligent
Vegas.
anyway. I thought. it
Anyway,
did.
you're from London, right?
No.
Uh-oh.
I was
Got
born.
that wrong already.
I was
Okay.
born in Worcestershire.
Oh, Worcestershire.
Right in
Can
the
you say
Midlands.
that? Worcestershire.
Like Worcestershire sauce. Americans cannot say
Worcestershire.
sauce.
No.
They say Worcestershire. That's okay.
But there's so many funny things I could always. Now you're taking me all the way back. When I first came to America a couple of years ago. But anyway, when I first came back, I remember I was on this movie actually with Rita Hayworth. And I had to call the front desk and I said, could you please knock me up at 5 o'clock in the morning?
So disgusting. Aren't
What do you mean disgusting?
Why,
Well, I
she's
didn't
such
know
a
it was
name
disgusting.
dropper. She's such a name dropper, Rita Hayworth. Go on ahead.
Well, I just had to get that out there, you know, because it was kind of something
ahead,
to get
go ahead.
out there. But anyway, and I said to them, knock them up, and the guy said, I beg your pardon.
I know.
Because it doesn't mean the same thing here as it does in England. In here,
Exactly.
it means you're going to go to bed with them and screw around or something.
I think so. However, that was the same thing that happened to me. First time, very new to the States, I had a new job, didn't have an alarm clock. It was many years ago, and I asked.
She
the
couldn't
next-
afford an alarm clock, that's why.
Well, that's-
Money was short at that time. She
that's
doesn't
it.
want me to say that, but that's it.
Anyway, so the next door neighbour had come out. He was shearing the bushes. What do you cutting? You know what I
Cutting
mean.
the bushes,
Whatever.
shearing the bushes.
I'm not a, I'm
You
not
know,
a
you
gardener.
No,
I'm not
you
a
do
gardener.
shear bushes. You
Okay.
make them round or
Yeah,
square or whatever
lovely.
the case
So
is.
anyway, we were talking small talk. My new neighbour.
You
blah,
never
blah,
spoke
blah.
Janet's small talk. You never
blah.
small talk.
Blah blah blah. And I said, listen, I've all my furniture and stuff is in boxes, and I wondered. I have to get up at the crack of dawn. Could you knock me up in the morning?
Oh, so you did the same thing?
I did exactly the same thing. That was years ago when we first
Yeah,
came.
well, yes, me
now we
too.
know
But no, I
never
still
to say
have.
knock me up in the morning.
Oh, what about keep your pecker up?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
That's a cool one, isn't it?
That's
So,
another one.
Us being, we're kind of like sisters. In fact, you know, Janet was just telling me, she was talking to some people over there, and they thought she was me.
Yes.
Do we really look alike?
Let's have a look. You have more jewelry. I'm going to have to put. I'm going
No,
to have
no
I'm going to have to
competition.
put
No
earrings
competition.
on. No, I don't wear earrings.
I know, but then don't.
No, no.
You
just
don't have
kid-
to wear earrings because I
just
wear
wear it.
earrings. I mean, you know,
I'm
although
just
we're the sort
kidding,
of the
for
same.
God's
So
sake.
let me ask you a question, Janet.
Yes, dear.
You and I have been. We're now. What on earth and why have we ended up in Vegas?
Well, my goodness.
Well, you're moving out. Actually, she's going to retirement home.
No, I'm not.
Palm Springs.
Palm Desert.
Palm
It-
Desert, Palm
no,
Springs, it's
it's
all
a
the
lot
same
of it's a
thing.
lot of golfers. It's a.
It's a golfer. You're not a golfer, don't you?
I don't even play golf. I can't bear.
Oh, you hate the heat.
And the heat is the hottest place in America, apart from Death Valley. Death Valley was 130 degrees.
No, I have to
during
cut
this-
in here a
go
little
ahead,
bit. And the
go.
reason I'm always interrupting her anyway.
Always
is,
interrupting me. Go ahead.
Am I rude?
Yes, go ahead, darling.
Did you hear what she just said?
Go ahead. What were you going to ask me? Go on.
This woman has been in my house a couple of times, and turn the air up, turn the air up, turn the air up. I'm freezing. I'm shivering. She said, "Oh, it's just lovely like this."
Yes,
So you suffer from the heat.
I absolutely-
Now she has now just moved to the hottest place on earth. Well, apart from the Middle East.
Yeah.
Palm
Well,
Springs.
I'll tell you why.
Or Palm Desert,
Palm
as she
Desert.
says.
Because it's about 40 minutes, pardon me, probably 13 miles or something. But the reason is because I always travel in the summer, always. So no matter where I am, I sometimes go, like last year we were in Italy, France, I went to
Now, she
the
talks about me bragging.
No, Canary Islands,
Canary
London.
Islands.
And you know, it breaks up the summer. But because of COVID, you can't go anywhere. And I
anywhere.
always go up to Vancouver. My daughter's father lives in Vancouver. Beautiful place, it's much cooler.
Now,
Canada, so I haven't been
the
able...
reason she now lives in Palm Desert is because she was living with her daughter, and her daughter was being very, very polite, and she said, "I love you, Mum, but could you live in your own place?" Is that true?
Well, I didn't think we were going to make that public.
Oh.
I thought
I always
told
say
you,
the wrong
I
thing.
told you that. I told
I
you
forgot.
that in confidence.
I forgot.
No, actually,
totally
let me
forgot
tell you
she
something.
told me to shut
Let me
up.
tell you something, folks. My daughter has a house in LA, in Las Vegas, beautiful area, and I did stay. I left Las Vegas. I have been coming back and forth. I've been here 42 years. I just wanted a change. I don't dislike Vegas. I miss things about Vegas, but I
But
do
you keep
love,
coming back
but
to
I love
Vegas.
California. Anyway, stay with my daughter, and for me, who's
Poor
always
daughter
been
was freezing all the time.
no, my daughter's worse than me as far as cold
Oh,
air. She
really?
loves cold air.
Okay.
But I've been independent all my life, you know, and
Well,
it's
you
hard.
look
And my daughter, who I'm very
also
proud
independent.
of, is independent, and she's bossy.
Yeah, you
She's
don't like
very-
that.
I don't like anybody bossing me around, even you.
Oh,
You try to
oh,
boss me around.
Did I try to boss you around?
all the time, darling?
All the time?
All the time.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. She can't ever leave this subject alone. It's okay. But thank you for watching Off the Cuff. And we shall be back with another episode on Off the Cuff, because what she just said, we're going to come back in our next episode and we're going to sort this whole thing out. So I'll be right back. Good ending.
Do you like it? Okay.
All right, how we
Well,
go back again?
Okay, we're going to go back because we're cutting it
Okay,
up.
welcome back to Off the Cuff, and this truly is off the cuff. This woman next to me, which she claims that I'm kind of her sister, and we were talking about something on our last show, and I said that we would reintroduce it, and she said that I was awfully bossy and that I interrupted, and I'm all these things,
All
and
these
if I'm all
terrible
these
things.
terrible things,
I
then,
know. I'm not.
Well,
I'm
now
just
she's
kidding.
laughing about it now.
No, but I'm just kidding, darling.
Oh, yeah,
I
sure,
mean, I
you're
wouldn't
kidding.
be here at the Peppermill on this show off the cuff, which it is. It's
This
absolutely.
is totally off the cuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I have no. This is not pre-interview. This is not pre-done, which you can
We
probably
haven't
tell.
got a clue what we're talking about.
Well, we do,
But
really.
We do really. But you asked me about me coming an event originally to
Yes.
America,
Yes.
and really I had gone to Vancouver, British Columbia first.
Well, because that's where you can get the Greek car better.
No,
Easier.
not necessarily. Well, no, not really.
No?
But that was years and years ago when it was.
Well, we're talking about years ago.
yeah,
when
it
you
was
came
much
here.
easier
It was
to,
much easier
to
crossing
immigrate
borders.
and borders
Yeah.
and so on.
Yeah.
But and then I divorced my husband, and I came to America. And the
Yeah.
company I worked for was a big travel company, Silver Wing Holidays. Any Canadian who traveled 20, 30, 40 years ago would know Silver Wing Holiday. And they
never
wanted
heard
to.
of them.
Well, you don't. You don't
Too
know.
young, huh?
Yeah, probably. You're too young, darling. And
Crazy answer.
and so they opened up Reno, Nevada. And so
So you came
I,
into-
I from Vancouver to Reno, Nevada, I emigrated while I was living in Reno, Nevada, and then another company asked me to open Las Vegas. It was a travel company where we brought in thousands of people on chartered planes.
Which
And
is
so that's-
amazing. So from Worcestershire, England, and I'm from Torquay, England. In fact, I had an interview this morning at 5:30 in the morning
Oh my God.
from a young lady, a radio station, yeah, in Bristol. Now, my sister lived in Bristol, 1 Harley Place, Clifton, and so and then
Isn't that
my nephew is living there now. My sister's still alive, but she lives in Torquay. and he now lives there. So it's kind of a small world.
Right.
But you often look back of where you came from, what you did, and how did we end up at
How
the
did you
peppermint?
end up here?
How did I was
In
living? Actually, I
America?
was living in Jamaica.
Oh, really?
I lived in Jamaica for 9 months. I went there on a film. I was doing filming and photography. I was doing quite a lot of work there. And then from there, I moved to Miami. And Miami, I met a guy, cool guy,
Yeah.
Freddie Otash. Now that Freddie Otash, a lot of people will know that name. But the only thing I can say about the name is never ever date an I Spy man.
No.
He was in the spying business. So wherever I went, he knew where I went.
Yes.
Do you think that was a good thing or
Oh
a bad
God,
thing?
no, absolutely not.
What do you mean?
Absolutely not. No,
Why?
I don't
That'd be
want them.
awful.
Yeah,
Spying
I would-
on you?
Yes, I wouldn't want anybody
Like
knowing
he knows exactly
where
where
I
I
was
went.
going.
Anyway, from there, then I went to California. I got married for a long time and all that business. That'll come up on another episode.
Yes,
But
because
so
we've-
here we are.
We've done quite a few things. You were modelling, and I was in Vancouver, British
What did you
Columbia.
do in Vancouver?
As far as work, I was first. I was in the hotel business. I became a manager of a hotel, a Skyline Hotel, and then
You had a daughter, right?
my daughter came over from England. She was born in Wales.
You're up doing it, and you got twin.
I have twin boys, yes, born in
You've been
Wales.
busy.
Yeah, I have been busy. And then I was a hotel manager, and I was modelling at the same time. And then I went into the travel business. I became a tour guide coming down to Reno and Las Vegas. So I came here many times before I moved.
Before you moved. And you
And
decided to.
and then I opened up my own agency,
Yeah.
my own travel agency, and became
See, it's
involved
quite a
with-
wildlife when you think of two women, that all the way from England, that sort of,
Yeah.
I don't know how you were educated, but I know my education was very, very limited. In fact, I never went to school, so that's another story.
Really?
Yeah, I never went to school. Mum and Dad didn't believe in it.
They
had five.
homeschooled? They homeschooled?
They didn't even homeschool us. So when I left home at 16 with $5, I really had not too much to go on. But when you said you worked in a hotel, that took me back to my first job, and that was working in a hotel.
Yeah,
And that's where, and then I ended up managing this little boutique. It was a little boutique hotel, which we have many of them in England, and especially Torquay.
Right.
Absolutely amazing.
So we've done a lot of it.
So we've
There's
done a lot
this-
of things
same
together,
thing.
and
Same
we're just
things.
opening up on, this is just a kind of a new show that we're we're
Yes.
putting together of two women that kind of look very much alike. We've had our lives have been very, very similar.
Very similar.
Very similar.
Very similar.
And I don't know, you look back, I look back, which will come up in different episodes
Yes.
that we're going to do and see where that goes. So this is all off the cuff because we didn't really, we know each other, but we don't know everything.
No, and also we hadn't rehearsed anything. We just said, well, we're just off the cuff.
We're off the cuff, and that's what it exactly is, off the cuff. So don't forget to tune in. I hope you like what we've done, and we will see you soon. Take care.
Go. Another one?
Do you want another one, or those two are enough?
No, we'll do. How long do you think those were, darling?
They're probably about 10 minutes each.
Do you think 10 minutes each or no?
I mean, you guys gonna do it next week, right?
Sorry?
No, I won't be here next week. No.
You got 8 minutes.
Got
Pardon
8
me?
minutes more. We've got 8
Okay.
minutes.
Okay.
for
How
time watch.
long do you think those little two? About 10 minutes? No, I don't think it was 10 minutes.
How about
6, 7, 9
Okay,
minutes?
well, let's
Okay,
just
good.
yeah.
Okay, welcome back to Off the Cuff. We were just having a little sort of go around of what we do and what we don't do, because truly this is a show where, anybody could do this show, right? Well, but so the problem is that anybody could do this show. And so there's nobody like Janet.
Oh, thank you, darling.
And
That's the
there's-
nicest thing she said all day. You actually asked me if I brushed my hair this morning.
No, I didn't.
She said, "Oh, you've done it. You just
I
did your
said I
hair."
liked her hair because
Oh, thank
I've
you.
seen her the last couple of days and it's been a little bit obscure.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I thought if her hair looks like that and she really doesn't mind, I thought, well, we've been going out having drinks and everything, so I thought, well, if she's trying to meet somebody, like a husband or a man
God,
or
no,
something,
not
and
looking for a
if she
husband,
keeps
no.
her hair like that, she's not going to find anybody.
Oh, you were. Oh, that's very sweet of you.
So we've got
No.
to make her, got to brush her up.
Anyway, yes, we were talking about what we did what brought us to America, and we're going to have to actually go into some other times when we have a lot more time.
This sounds difficult
because
to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
So why do we need more time to tell a story you need to tell? Is it
I
that
can't remember what I was going to say now. But
See,
because
that's what, that's what happens when you get older, you see. Now, I have to turn around and say that you're never too old to do anything.
No.
We thought of trying to do something, because we have both had very different lives, but very much the same
Right, exactly.
of our lives.
Yes.
I personally don't have any children, and you have children, but for whatever, well, I know the reason why I didn't have children, but it's been a similar path of achieving things.
Right,
So
right.
do you feel that you've missed out on anything when you were much younger? Do you think you could have done?
I do feel, but in a way, I don't regret what I did when I was young. But had I have been more ambitious when I was a young
Because
girl,
we come from England, which
yeah,
is,
I wasn't really ambitious. I was a gypsy.
She
I was
still
here,
is.
and I still am. I was here, there, and everywhere. I just wanted to go out, and I used to work in the holiday camps. I used to work at Ponton's holiday camps, and I would go there from
what was the other
and
one?
there's Butlins also.
Battlands, oh yeah, but I have to
but-
say Battlands only, they can.
But Butlins and Pontons,
Yes.
and I would go work in Weymouth and also the Channel Islands, Jersey.
I was in Jersey.
And-
when were you in Jersey?
Oh my goodness, let me think. I'll have to
We
think.
can't think of I'm not going to give you the date I was there, but I
Right.
was there.
So
You
I
were
would,
probably
we
there
would,
this-
we would go there about April for the season.
Yes.
We'd start up
Starts
and
about
just,
April all the
and
way
then
to November.
September,
October.
October, and then of course because we didn't have to pay any rent. We didn't have to pay for entertainment, which was every night at the holiday camp. We didn't have to pay for drinks. Us girls used to come back, with,
Loaded. Well, you saved
pretty
all your
loaded
money,
in those
but
days.
you could save all your
and
money.
then after the holiday camps, we would go to France. We went grape picking, and of course we couldn't get. This was many years ago. We couldn't get water or milk where we were staying in the Chateau
Those
Garnet.
days used to be beautiful, weren't
But
they?
we could have all the champagne we wanted. So
You
we
were drunk all the
intox-
time?
We were intoxicated.
Some things never
for-
change.
Yeah. Thank you, darling.
That's quite right. I just thought I'd bring that up.
No, I was a party girl when I was young, and I definitely used to, like every British
Are
girl.
you keeping up the tradition?
No, I'm not now. I've gotten older and I have to take care of myself.
Yeah.
And a glass of wine here and there, but no, not. But I just
A
still love
glass
to
of
go
wine
out.
from here and there starts at 9 o'clock in the morning. To 9 o'clock.
No, that is not true.
I'm picking on her.
But
She's
I
not
do-
picking on me yet.
But we did. I still
like-
love, entertainment. I still love listening to great entertainment, which of course up until
We don't have
recently
now
we
at the
don't.
moment.
But we did go to the Bellagio,
Yes.
and we went to see.
Mike,
No, not
No,
mine. Oh my God.
David Osborne.
Yes. What
David
an
Osborne plays the piano there in that little bar.
incredible- Another
Fabulous.
Is he from Britain? Wasn't he an English?
I don't know, but he should be, and if he isn't, we'll make him.
But he
He's become British.
he played all the songs from all the musicals. It was fabulous.
Oh, it was wonderful to sit
it was
there. Yeah, it was
wonderful.
very
We had a
wonderful.
wonderful time. But
And then we were at Caesar's at the bar the
Yes.
other night. That was a little different.
yeah, we don't have any entertainment at Seas, which we used to.
Yeah, there's
At
no
that-
entertainment
at
anywhere
that
at the
bar
moment.
Used to
No.
be
Yeah.
fantastic.
That
Oh.
bar used to be great. Now
Yeah.
it's sitting differently.
Well, hopefully,
That'll all change back to normal.
hopefully things will come back
Yeah.
a little bit.
So, but you're leaving tomorrow
I'm leaving tomorrow to go back to Palm Desert.
to the
and-
retirement home.
No, I'm not. The actual place I live, I have to tell you, it's a country club, and it's very, very nice. Yes, there are more senior people, but they're
It's all
usually
senior people.
are very active.
Yeah.
Most of them play golf, and they're
Well, I
always
think that's
walking.
because who you attract.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if you've ever seen this in life, but we always attract our own being. We always attract, don't we?
Yes, but I'm not a golfer. I'm not one for walking around. I like to go to the gyms, which are not open in California yet, and I like to dance. I like to take dancing lessons, which I've done for years. In fact,
Well, that's
I was with a
exercise.
senior group.
That's
I was with a
exercise.
senior group, and we used to appear at the hotels and do the show. show tunes.
Absolutely.
It was fabulous.
So I guess what we're doing with Off the Cuff is because neither one of us know what we're talking about, and probably by this what you've been listening to, we still don't know what we're talking about.
But really,
What was I saying?
but it's going to, it's been a tough year. It's been different.
But I think it's been a
but-
tough year. But I think everybody's had a tough year.
Oh no, I'm not talking just about me. We've all had a
All of us.
different year, but you know what? We try to keep positive
Yes, we
about
do.
it. We always feel that things will get better, and for every adversity in life, there is definitely
There's a light at that end of that tunnel.
There really
There always
is.
is a light at that end of the
There really
tunnel.
is.
And on that, we're going to close out for this time. Until next time, I've heard you enjoyed a little bit of what we do and what we don't do. And I'm sorry for picking on her all the time, but she does make me laugh.
Yes,
and the things she does, and she's very serious at times, and so I have to kind of pull back a little bit.
I'll cry after we've gotten off camera here. I will cry.
Will
No,
you?
No.
Oh, they're going to be crocodile tears. There'll
Okay.
be crocodile tears, believe
to
me.
go.
And anyway, so we got to cut it right now. I've been saying goodbye for the last 5 minutes. We're down at the Pepper Mill. We're in Las Vegas, and here we are. We'll see you next time. Take
See
care.
you next time. Bye.
That's a wrap.
What do you think?
I don't know.
What do you think, Tally? Did it sound?
Should have asked me a little bit. Should have gone into me a little bit more. That's all.